Ashe, peace family, Kanja Queen here, and today we are going to be talking about this whole Area 51 raid situation that happened today. A lot of people have been talking about Area 51, the aliens, the exposures of intergalactic beings, the dimensions that are opening because of the autumn equinox coming up in a couple of days, the shadow people that's been coming through, UFO sightings, strange activities in the sky. There's a lot of things that's happening right now, especially since the full moon on Friday the 13th that just recently passed. And everything is just kind of coming to the forefront. So I told my Instagram family we was going to do a live. So we're about to just jump into it. We're going to wait for a few people to come up in the building. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday, good evening, good night, or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Shout out to all of the veterans in the building who've been here since day one. Shout out to the family. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. You are officially now a member. And don't forget to subscribe. So I know a lot of y'all been seeing in my videos have been talking about like alien activity, the Anunnaki, the Nephilim, those beings that come from intergalactic or higher planes of existence, interdimensional beings. They have different names, but it's really important that we get to the science of why all of this alien activity is happening. Why is the media pushing this alien agenda? Why are there so many music videos and commercials and movies and TV shows and so much stuff that's like pushing this alien agenda? And we're going to get into that in this segment today. And I actually have a list of things that we're going to go through. So we are going to be channeling. We're going to be discussing some of the downloads that came through today, family. So as you're coming in the building, remember all of this information that I'm giving to you guys. YouTube does freaking censor my videos, and it does mess with the algorithm. So if you give it a thumbs up or share with as many people as you can, it definitely does help expose the truth and also get this word out. I share because they already started messing with my videos and started glitching the last one that I did. And some of my videos got taken down. So if you can, guys, just save the videos, screen save it, or just share it in some way so that way you can always have it in case YouTube shuts it down. Now, shout out to everybody coming up in the building. It's Friday, the day of love, and we're going to discuss this Area 51 situation. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, first of all, I'm going to just discuss really briefly what Area 51 is. Now, pretty much, if you don't know, if you haven't heard about Area 51, pretty much it's a government facility where they are known to do some funny activities with like aliens. A lot of people have been blowing the whistle on Area 51 saying that they've seen like spacecrafts around there. They've seen kind of like this whole Men in Black thing going on in Area 51 where the public is not allowed in there. Like you have to literally be military personnel, CIA, like you have to definitely be connected in order to get in there. And just a lot of things that's been going on in Area 51, not only like alien activity, but they also have like technology and weapons in there as well. So supposedly there was like a Facebook group that started this thing talking about that they was going to invade Area 51 and, you know, take all of the aliens out or save the aliens or something like that. I don't know, but it started off as a joke. And then people started taking this really seriously and it started to go viral. Now, there's a rumor going around saying that the Russians actually pushed this agenda to become viral. Like it was a joke. Then people are saying that they canceled the event when they started getting threats saying that people was going to get arrested, people were going to get shot. So then they officially had canceled it, but some people still came today anyway. So they was doing lives. There's some videos you could probably find on YouTube where people was doing lives showing like live footage, like they was at Area 51. And there was nothing really going on. Like no, based upon what we saw, nobody was getting shot. It was like a crowd of people just standing around doing nothing. But this is not what we want to get into. That's just for me to give you guys a heads up of what Area 51 is. Because some people was like, what the hell is that? Now you know what Area 51 is. It's a lot of alien activity going on there. And if you don't know, do some further research after this video. Okay, so this is my perception, and this is what I strongly, the downloads that I got regarding Area 51 and this whole raid situation, right? The reason why they're bringing this to the public's attention. Now, first of all, we got to understand something. Whenever there's an agenda or there's a certain event or whatever that you keep hearing about or being pushed or going viral, you want to always look at it like with a side eye and be like, why are they pushing this right now? Why is alien activity, alien movies, alien commercials, alien music videos being pushed on me so harshly. And honestly, what this really is something called predictive programming. Predictive programming is basically when something is put before you, or you're constantly being bombarded by a certain image constantly, where you start to become desensitized to it. Now, let's say, for instance, like if you constantly keep seeing violent movies, violent TV shows, violence in video games, violence everywhere, you start to just think that it's normal to see violence. You become desensitized to it, where you think, well, well, it's just violence. Somebody got their head blown off, so what? So even when you see like some type of violence happen in the street, all people do now, instead of like help the person, they're going to pull out their phone and record it, because this is what you become desensitized to. Same thing with these alien activities. If you guys realize, there's been a lot more alien movies and stuff like that that have been pushed to the public, a lot of alien TV shows, Netflix shows, stuff like that. Why is that? Because they want you to get ready for this big exposure that's about to happen. People have already been saying, like, if you guys look on YouTube, or a lot of reports, and I'm not talking about like the news station itself, like the major stations, because they're never going to really show us what the truth is. They probably will show you Project Bluebeam, which is when they put like a fake light in the sky to make you think that there's aliens. But there's a reason why they did that, because they want people to get used to contact. You ever seen the movie The Fourth Kind? They want people to get used to that alien interaction, so that way when the true intergalactic beings do come, people won't be as scared, because they know that it's happening. Even on the NASA official website, they have announced that there is UFO sightings. Like there are UFOs out there. There are extraterrestrial beings out there. They said it themselves. They even have put out like a recruitment for like the military or something, talking about, oh, we're currently recruiting, just in case there's an invasion. And I think this was on a NASA website, or it was like an official government website. And I'm not making this stuff up, guys. I'm not sure if it's still up there, but this was like a couple of years ago that they had it on an official government website, where they were saying they was recruiting people in case that there's an invasion. So you guys know, like, and it wouldn't be a joke if it's on an official government website. You feel me? So why would they put that out there? Why would they put that recruitment out there unless they know that something is coming? Feel me? Our ancestral family, our ancestral bloodline, our star family are coming. And some of us are already here, like the descendants of them. Like I always tell you guys, there's different types of human beings, there's different type of races. There's different bloodlines for a reason. And we're going to get into that as well. So I don't want to get off track. I want to stay, on point here, because I have a couple of points that I want to talk about. And then we're going to, towards the end, don't go anywhere, because we're going to do some Q&A, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have questions that they want answered. And if questions pop up, just write your questions down so we could jump into them towards the end. Now, where are we? Okay, so some of the movies that I would definitely recommend you guys watch is Stranger Things. Stranger Things is a really good show talking about like government, how the government was trying to open up portals into other dimensions, and they allowed these aliens or extraterrestrial intergalactic dimensional beings to come into our world. And we've been hearing a lot about this with D-Wave, you feel me? Them messing with time and shit. Like, all of this stuff is real. Like, they put the truth in sci-fi movies because they know that people are not going to take it seriously. They're going to laugh at it. But this is also predictive programming. They getting you guys adjusted and accustomed to seeing aliens. So that's another thing. Raising Dion is going to be a really good movie coming out. Well, a Netflix series coming out on the October 4th. So make sure you guys check that out. The X-Men, a lot of movies that are talking about beings with superpowers or beings with alien DNA. Like, they're talking about you. They're talking about the descendants. They're talking about these parents, these alien parents, the Anunnaki, the Nephilim, the fallen angels coming back, right? That's what they're basically talking about. So, also, too, I was talking to my homeboy. Shout out to Crystal Corner. I was talking to my homeboy, and he was telling me how a lot of people have been talking about like seeing flashing lights in the sky lately, like seeing flashing lights during the day, seeing weird flashing lights at nighttime. Me personally, I haven't seen the flashing lights, but I think this is more so like up north, because I'm in Louisiana right now. But more so people like in the the northeast have been seeing like these flashing lights in the sky. So if you guys been seeing these flashing lights, it's definitely telling you that there's some weird activity going on in the sky. People have been seeing spacecraft. People have been seeing UFOs. People have been seeing like weird satellites in the sky. Weird drones hovering over their residence. Like weird things just been happening. Weird people been seeing weird things. Like even in their homes, some people have been seeing like shadow people, things in their peripheral view. Looking through like the dimensions. A lot of stuff is happening right now. So another thing too, one thing I would say, the reason why a lot of more alien activity and alien exposure has been increasing significant lately is because the dimensions are becoming like that veil that separates the dimensions. Remember, in the Emerald Tablets, Jehudi, which is also Thoth, the god of wisdom and writing and magic, the Kemetic god, he says that there are worlds within worlds, right? Like there's worlds and worlds, and there's different dimensions inside other dimensions. And even though we're here on the physical plane, there's other higher dimensions that still occupy the same space. No space is wasted. The universe, there's no such thing as a void, right? So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the autumn equinox is coming up in a couple of days. I believe the autumn equinox is going to be on the 23rd of this month, September. And during that time, the ancients, like the ancient Olmecs, the Aztecs, the Mayans, they knew that this was a really powerful time because the veil was going to be thin, right? This is the crossing over from one season to the next, the harvest season. So during this time, this is when people would connect to their ancestors, connect to the realm of the dead, connect to higher beings, the ascended masters, connect to intergalactic beings. This is when higher beings are able to come and descend and talk to their descendant children, right? Which are some of you guys. That's why a lot of you guys feel like black sheep, or you feel like you've never really fit in, because like I said, there's different type of beings on this planet. Like some people were just dropped off here. Some people have higher missions. Some people are not even human beings, but they have human vessels. So they look like a human being, but they really have extraterrestrial souls or spirits within them. That's a whole nother segment. Like I talked about that in my last video. But the veil is going to be very thin because of the autumn equinox that's coming up. So portals will be open. There will be beings that will be coming into this realm. And also, too, if you're an astral traveler, this will be a great time to astral travel. And you also go and walk through other realms. This is what the shamans did. This is what the ancients, the priests and the priestesses did. They were able to walk through different dimensions. That's why they were able to see into the past, see into the future, and do prophecy and divination and stuff. Because they exceeded past the third dimensional realm. This is the lowest realm. There's higher realms than this, right? And we talk about that a lot too, like how to tap into these realms. Also get that book, Astral Dynamics by Robert Bruce, to learn about the astral worlds, learn about the higher dimensions and how to do astral projection, which helps elevate you in your spiritual journey once you start learning how to astral project. But you got to get your chakras and your energy right before you start doing that, because you're going to end up, if your energy is not right when you astral project, then you can end up attracting lower vibrational frequencies to you and going into lower realms. And that's not what you want to do. So the reason why a lot of this activity is happening at this time is you're seeing intergalactic beings, or spirit people, or shadow people, as some of you may call it. They got different names in different cultures and different paths. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of people have been seeing them. And if you have the gift of sight or psychic vision, or let's say you're a little bit more sensitive to other people, you haven't become desensitized, like the majority of the population is desensitized. If you're sensitive and you're still in tune with spirit, you'll be able to sense these beings. You'll be able to feel them, hear them, see them, smell them. So if you've been feeling like, your senses have been a little bit extra heightened, it has a lot to do with the changing of the seasons, the autumn equinox that we're about to enter into. So also remember too, because this is going to be a portal where these beings will be able to come into our world and our dimension, there will be a lot of a crossing of dimensions. So you may be, sitting there chilling in your living room, and you might like see a glimpse of something walk past. You're like, what the hell was that? Like, that's literally you glimpsing into somebody else's dimension. You feel me? Just like if they're probably chilling in their living room, watching TV or whatever they doing in that dimension, and they may see you. You feel me? Like get up and go to the kitchen and get some water. And like, what the hell is that? So you got to realize that it's all about the law of relativity. But anywho, let's go back. The fact that these dimensions are going to be open, yes, you will be able to contact your star family. You got to know who your star family is, because once you know who your star family is, you're also connecting to your ancestors, to your lineage, to your bloodline. And we're going to get into bloodlines and stuff like that and blood types a little bit later on in the segment, so don't go anywhere. We're going to break that down. And I have it right here so we won't forget. You want to make sure that you also do your protection. You want to have your protection. You want to do your spiritual washes. You want to raise your vibration. You want to get some sunlight to increase your aura. Sunlight definitely strengthens your auric body. If you guys want to know how to raise your vibration, check out my video that I made a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, talking about like how to raise your vibration. And it's really simple tips, So make sure you guys check that out. How to raise your vibration instantly. But yeah, make sure you have your protection, because just like we can contact higher beings, there's also lower beings that will try to persuade you or try to trick you or try to act like they're your guardians and they're really not. So that's why you have to be very in tune with who you are. You got to know thyself. So once you know your inner voice and you know your path and you know what feels right, what doesn't feel right, you'll be able to like discern, like, all right, this sounds like an evil spirit, or this sounds like a, a righteous spirit, and you'll be able to pretty much gauge like which one sounds more truthful. But when your vibration is high enough, these lower vibrational beings won't be able to really mess with you like that. So that's why you got to be careful, because they're going to try to bring down your vibrations. Or you got to be careful of other people who have weak wills also being easily possessed by these beings. You feel me? I've seen the Matrix when the agents were able to just hijack people's bodies. They were basically talking about these beings that jump into the third dimensional realm, and they're able to hop into physical human bodies, because the body is nothing but a vessel. So if they can hop into that body and possess the person, that means that if they can't get to you, they're going to try to get to you through your mom, through your dad, through your family, your cousins, your friends, your lover, your siblings, like your kids. They're going to try to get to you through other people. So that if you notice that, like if you've been having a lot of conflict at the workplace or in your family, or like in your close friends or whatever, and just like people acting weird or strange around you, people are having nervous breakdowns, people are having like really negative attitudes, a lot of the times they're being hijacked by these lower dimensional beings. And you have to really protect yourself by wearing your protection and your amulets, you feel me, saying your mantras to build up your psychic defense. You guys got to check out Psychic Defense by Dion Fortune. Excellent book. She tells you how to protect yourself on different realms. And I also have that link in my in the Amazon link, the book list, all of the books that you guys got to get: Emerald Tablets, Psychic Self Defense, The Secret Science by John Baines, a whole bunch of list of books that you guys got to get, because like these portals are opening. That gateway is open and the floodgates, listen, I'm telling you, it's kind of like it's closing now, where it's like if you didn't get this knowledge, if you wasn't doing a DNA activation, then you're going to miss out. And this is why I'm doing these videos. This is why it's like, all right, guys, like it's like a speed course. Like you got to hurry up and digest this information and get these downloads, honey, because shit is getting real. The paradigm shift is changing. Like we're going to get into that. I don't want to jump ahead. A lot of you guys are going to start having visions and dreams. Your star family is going to try to contact you and warn you of what's coming and how to prepare yourself. Like, for instance, a lot of people that are in tune with their star family have been getting downloads talking about like you probably had dreams seeing like the world coming to an end, or seeing like earthquakes and floods and tornadoes and hurricanes and stuff like that, buildings falling, seeing spaceships and stuff like that, having dreams of being like taken or going into spaceships, all of that stuff. Like they're basically preparing you and telling you what's happening. You feel me? Like some of y'all guys probably like started changing your lifestyle. Like you probably stopped eating meat, or you probably started getting healthier, like raising the vibration of your physical body, because I'm telling you, you're going to start feeling the effects. Like if you're not, as your spirit is elevating, as you're getting these DNA downloads and you're getting these DNA upgrades, I'm telling you, your physical body has to catch up, because if your physical body is vibrating low and your spirit is vibrating high, it's going to be a problem. And your body is going to start to shut down or feel heavy or feel sick. So that's why you're going to feel like this need to purge, to cleanse, to fast, to change your diet, to exercise, to change your lifestyle. Me personally, like, I don't know, like I fasted for 3 days. I've been eating vegan foods. I've been exercising. I've literally been feeling lighter and getting lighter and feeling a lot better. And that's why I'm able to get these channels. Wearing Moldavite, you feel me, Oregon, because they've been building up these chemtrails. I don't know if you guys been looking up in the sky lately, but look up. If you haven't noticed, the chemtrails have been increasing. Where I'm at in Louisiana right now, you don't really see that much chemtrails. But when I was living in New York, I seen a lot of chemtrails. But down here in Louisiana, where I'm at, they don't normally have the chemtrails as much. But I noticed that lately, especially this morning, I have a video. I'm probably gonna post that up on Instagram, probably if not tonight, tomorrow. That it was a whole bunch of chemtrail lines in the sky, a whole bunch of chemtrail lines. So you guys already know, one, they're trying to block out the sun so that you won't be able to get this information, because the sun rays give you light and information, right? They teach you that in school, that's how plants or whatever are able to get their information or their food. What is food? Sustenance. It feeds you. It gives you life. So we are just like the plants. We receive information, food, sustenance from the sun, the solar energy, the soul, the great soul. What are we? Souls, right? Mini souls. Microcosm, macrocosm. As above, so below. The law of correspondence. You can't avoid the law. 7 Hermetic principles. The emerald tablets. I keep telling you guys, like, you cannot avoid this. So anyway, you're going to get dreams. Make sure you guys keep notebooks and a pen near you when these downloads start coming, these visions start coming. Make sure you meditate more. Make sure that you're meditating, you're finding your space and avoiding negative people, because they're going to try to hijack you and lower your vibration. Keep your vibrations high, family. Keep your vibrations high at this time. It's very important that you do so, because we are at spiritual attack. We are at spiritual war. It is what it is, because their paradigm shift is ending. Those lower dimensional beings want to keep you here so that way you can't leave. You feel me? Because they'll have nothing to do if you're not here. They need you. They need you here. They need human beings to operate through. They cannot do anything here without having a physical vessel. That's why you realize that, like, spirits, like these lower vibrational spirits, they only can convince and coax you into doing something. They can only seduce you into doing something, but they can't force you, because nothing, not even God, can overrule the human will. Even God can't override free will. So you know these lower beings can't override your free will, but they can try to seduce you and persuade you to feel depressed, to feel low. So if you're feeling depressed, understand that that's not you. That's something that's trying to bring your vibes down. So let me tell you, they tried to get to me. I'm like, nah, buddy, it's not happening. I started working out. Do some cardio, go for a run, put on some music, start dancing. Because what that's going to do is it's going to release those endorphins. You feel me? Those endorphins in your brain, so you can start getting that pleasure feeling happy, feeling pumped. Eat lots of potassium, eat bananas, eat avocado. Because what that does, those are natural foods that do something within your brain to keep you in that happy state. When you have a lack of potassium, that's when you get depressed. Eat bananas, eat the avocados, research foods that are high in potassium. I'm telling you, it's going to lift up your spirits. Dance, sweat, work out. Try not to eat as much meats. You feel me? Try to eat a lot of green, leafy greens and potassium, and, like, try to stay away from the sugars and stuff like that. Like, just try to purify yourself and drink lots of water, family. Water is the conduit of electricity. We are electrical beings. If you can get your hands on some alkaline water, get some alkaline water, because that's what's going to keep you electric, and you're going to be able to get those electric downloads coming through you. Everything that they try to feed you is to calcify your pineal gland. That's why they want you to drink milk. That's why they want you to have dairy. That's why they want you to have all of these breads and sugars and stuff like that, and meats, because all that does is build mucus in your system, and mucus doesn't allow your body to be as conducive or a conductor of energy and be as powerful as you can. It's an insulator. It doesn't allow you to conduct the energy properly, so it stubs you. That's why they put rubber on the soles of our sneakers and our shoes, because rubber doesn't allow energy to flow through the soles of your feet. Soul, right? Here we go again with that word, the soles of your feet, to get that energy. So you need to go walk outside, bare feet in the grass, in the dirt, in the sand, wherever you live, and get those energies, get those downloads. Let that sun hit you. Stop running from the sun. Stop thinking, oh, I'm going to get sun cancer. No. That's what they tell you so you can get these downloads. That's why they're doing these chemtrails, to block the information so you won't get these DNA upgrades. I'm telling you guys, stop brushing your teeth with fluoridated toothpaste. If you go in the bathroom right now, you look at the back of the toothpaste. If it say fluoride in it, throw that shit out ASAP, because all that's doing is blocking your third eye, and you're not able to tap into your higher self as you need to be. You're not able to have these visions and these dreams that you're supposed to be having, and there's a disconnection and a distortion in the channel between you and your star family. You got to realize that this human vessel is just a vessel that you use to do this work in the third realm. But your higher self is trying to communicate with your lower self right now. And there's a distortion there because of the foods you're eating, the vibes that you're around, the people you're associating yourself with. You got to be very careful, and you got to be conscious of what you're thinking about, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're speaking. All of that is important, family. Ashe. Ooh, let me take a sip of this water. Talking about hydrate. Whew. Shout out to the family in the building. And make sure you coming in and hitting those thumbs up. I don't know if there's any moderators in the building. I haven't really looked at the chat room. But shout out to the moderators in the building. Yes, Namaste Nikki. What's up, boo? Moderators, just let everybody know. Come up in the building, show love. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're new to the family, welcome to the family. Ashe. So let's go. Next point we want to get into, because I feel like I'm channeling already. Family, yo, did you guys hear about these? Remember they was talking about there was animals that was going extinct, right? Like dying out. Yo, there's mad animals that's popping up out of nowhere that they said was extinct. Animals that they haven't seen in like over like 34 years are popping up. There was the Taiwanese leopard. I don't know if you guys saw the link. I've seen like an article on Facebook where they said that the Taiwanese leopard was extinct for like over 3 decades. Almost 4 decades, but 3 decades. And they said that out of nowhere it just returned. So let me explain something to you. There's a big shift that's happening right now, okay? There's like, remember the old saying, as it was in the beginning, so it's going to be in the end. Life happens in cycles, 360 degrees. We're making a full, complete cycle. You start above, and then there's like a decline, right? The dark ages. And then we coming right back up again into the golden ages on top. Those who were last are going to be first. Those who are first are going to be last. The meek shall inherit the earth. So prophecy is coming into light. They always talk in allegory and paraphrasing and signs and stuff, but basically all they're basically saying is that this is the end times, the end of the world. Not saying that everybody's going to die, but it's the end of that paradigm shift. It's the end of that plane of existence. You got to understand. This is why they always talk about, oh yeah, God is going to come back and save us, or the creator is going to come back and save us. And at the end of the day, always saying is our true higher selves are coming to awaken us. That's why a lot of us are just waking up like, yo, I feel like I have a higher calling. Yo, I feel like I got to change my lifestyle. Like people are leaving their year-long marriages. People are like leaving jobs. People are like just moving across countries. People are changing their lifestyles. People are just changing and evolving because they're waking up to their true purpose and their higher power. Okay, but yeah, these extinct animals is coming back into existence. That's no coincidence, family. It's no coincidence. They're finding new species of animals that they never even seen before. They don't even know what to call it. They find a new species in the sea. Every time I turn around, they're talking about they find this new fish or this new species. There was a fish that had a human face that they found. It was circulating on social media. I don't know if they still have it because it was hard to find a video. But it was like this video that was surfacing about the fish that had like a human face. It was so creepy, family. It was creepy as hell. Some people were saying it was fake, but it looked pretty real to me. Yeah, they finding some stuff, y'all. Whew. And remember, the sea deals a lot with the humans haven't even explored, at least like they only explore like 5% of the ocean. So like there's a whole nother 95% that they haven't explored yet. There's all types of beings in the sea, in the waters. And then we always remember that Enki came from the sea, right? The fish god, or the Nomos, okay, the Navu, the Syrians, the mermaids, the sirens that they always talk about that lived in the sea. Yeah, they're talking about those ancient deities are coming back. Why y'all think they bringing back these old movies? I forgot who said that. I think it was Jawan Johnson or somebody said that in the last video. They was basically saying how like the reason why they're bringing back all these old Disney movies is because like we're literally like going back, like the old gods are coming back. So that's why they're bringing back these old mythological stories again. The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, like all of that stuff is coming right back again, because literally as it was in the beginning, so it's going to be in. Like, you can't escape it. All right. Now we're going to get into the dynasties, the jurisdictions, and the Galactic Federation. Now, family, let me explain something to you, okay? One thing I'm going to tell you guys is when you come into these segments, you gotta come in. You gotta come in with an open mind and an empty cup. Meaning that a lot of the stuff that they've been telling us has been lies. And I know that the ego is always fighting us, saying, "Oh, that shit is bullshit. Don't believe that. Oh, this is fake. Like, turn that shit off." Because your ego wants to hold on to what it's been believing. Naturally, your mind, your brain wants to protect itself. So it's going to convince you to believe the lie, because that's what you believed all your life. But in this occult science, in this metaphysical journey, in this spiritual journey, you realize that your mind has to change and alter and adapt every day, every second, every moment. We're evolving. Your truth today is going to be different tomorrow. Think about it. Think about who you were 10 years ago. Are you the same person as you were 10 years ago? Do you still think the same philosophies as you did 10 years ago? You're probably a complete different person compared to 10 years ago, 5 years ago even. So that's the thing that the spirit is saying. Look, you got to come into this with an open mind, empty cup. Now look, there are dynasties, jurisdictions. So just like we have like laws and jurisdictions and borders and all of this stuff and rules here in this third dimensional reality, you got to understand that there are higher laws and higher realms and other galactic families and federations and stuff like that. I want to explain something to you guys. We are the warriors, the angels that they talk about, right? The soldiers who come to rectify the law. Like they always talk about angels, defeating like the evil dwellers or the demons or the lower vibrational beings. The angels coming from the heavens or the other planes of existence, the higher planes of existence. The master teachers who incarnated into this realm to wake up and bring light to the world, to bring us out of the dark ages, the age of ignorance. Because ignorance is the darkness. It's like when you're stuck in the dark, you can't see anything, you don't know what's going on, you're lost. So the light comes to shed light on a situation to awaken you. You feel me? Anyway, we're going to get into what that really is about. Okay, so basically here a lot of us are angels or warriors or soldiers for certain star families. Like we have been hand selected out of a whole group. You got to realize that the fact that you're here means that you're very powerful. And that means that out of millions or billions of people in that planet, that star system, that family, they chose you to be the freaking like not the advocate, what is the word, the ambassador of that family, to represent them, to come on earth and to do the work. So a lot of us have our ancestors, our star family, that are backing us up, that are counting on us. So when you get those downloads and you be hearing those channels coming in, that's your star family talking to you, telling you, be careful, or warning you, or giving you heads up, or telling you, or guiding you along your way. So whenever you lose your way, you always gonna experience that little voice that's saying, you shouldn't do that, you know better than that, you know you're supposed to be doing more than that, stop being lazy, get off your ass, start meditating, start doing this, da 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 da. And if your ancestors are like mine, they be on me hard body. Like they be like, nah, you know you gotta get to work. You gotta get to work. So that's what I'm here for, to tell you guys and wake you guys up. Since your ancestors probably ain't getting through to you, they telling me to tell y'all it's time to wake up. It's time to get serious. It's time to start stepping into your power. It's time to stop playing with your life. It's time to stop playing with your destiny. A lot of y'all destiny is too big to be having a mediocre life. You're not supposed to be average. You're not supposed to just be blending in with the crowd. You're destined to stand out. You're not supposed to blend in. That's why you always felt like an outcast. You always felt like a black sheep. You always felt different. You were supposed to stand out. You're not from here. Your soul and your spirit is ancient. It predates Earth itself. Okay? That's why if you guys notice, when you look, as above, so below, the law of symbolism says this. Look, you guys ever notice that, like, if you look at a police officer's, like, badge, isn't it, like, always the Star of David? Look at this, right? This is Metatron's cube. Now, look, this is for protection. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. And some of you may notice, some of you may not. But a lot of people don't know this. Look, a lot of the symbols that we use in the material realm, or these people in power, right? They know this science and they're using it against you. That's why you'll notice that police officers, usually like the sheriff, usually have like the badge. It'll be like a 5-pointed star or a 6-pointed star. And what do the stars represent? When you see this star, like for instance, matter of fact, my neighbor saw this on my neck. My neighbor was like, "You a cop? You a cop?" I'm like, "No, I ain't no cop." Then it dawned on me. I'm like, "Yo, cops do wear these." And when this basically represents, like, on the galactic level, we are like the police or the warriors or the soldiers of the intergalactic family. So when you wear this, you're telling the spiritual realm who you are. And if you're not about this life and you're wearing this, oh honey, there's going to be hell to pay. That's just like back in the day. I don't know if you guys know what G-checking is, right? If you go to certain hoods or certain neighborhoods or whatever like that, and you wearing a certain color, or you wearing a certain bandana, or you wearing your, a bandana in your left pocket, and you repping Crip, or you repping blood, or you repping whatever, right? And you're not about that life, somebody's going to come and G-check you. So G-check basically means a gang member is going to come to you, and they're going to ask you a question. They're going to give you a riddle. And if you don't answer that question, or you don't respond to that riddle correctly, or if you don't shake their hand within the secret handshake, you're going to get your ass beat, and you might even die. That's how serious it is. So G-check-in basically means that they're going to come and check to see if you really a G, a God, or you about that life. They're going to check you. And if you're wearing the ankh or these symbols, and you're not acting right on the spiritual realm, and they come and check you, yo, there's hell to pay. You feel me? This is why you're not supposed to be wearing certain symbols unless you about that life. That's why it doesn't matter if you wear these symbols and you're not living righteously. If you're not living in your truth, and you just wearing it for a trend, yo, there's gonna be hell to pay. You feel me? Because they're gonna check you. They are gonna check you. The spiritual realm gonna be like, oh, I see you got this amulet on you, so I guess that you're a part of this family, or you're a warrior of this star system or this galactic federation. And if you don't know how to respond, if you're not acting accordingly, then you're gonna have to, child. That's like my homeboy. My homeboy had got the Eye of Heru, and he was like, oh, this looks dope. And I warned him. I said, okay, it does look dope, but I'm going to warn you right now. If you get that, you're going to have to live in accordance with what that symbol means. And I broke it down to him what the symbol meant and how he had to live righteously. But he wasn't doing that, and he was telling me, he was like, yo, I should have listened to you. He was like, after I put this on me, he was like, yo, my life started getting fucked up. Shit wasn't going right for me. I started getting blocked. Everything was going left. I said, yeah, because you wasn't living in accordance. The spirits came and G-checked you, and you wasn't living about that life. You feel me? You gotta live about that life. Real talk. They will G-check you guys. I'm telling you. They will G-check you. So you gotta know what these emblems mean. It doesn't matter if you wear this. If your heart is not right, it's not going to protect you. It's going to protect you from what? You're wearing this to invoke the energies that are in sync with this. So if you're not living in accordance of what you're wearing, if you're not living righteousness in ma'at and truth, then you're defeating the purpose of the amulet that you wear. Hello, we wear this just to remind us of who we are. That's all it is. Symbolism, the law of symbols. Y'all gotta read the book of symbols. Anyway, but that's breaking that down. So that's why police officers wear these marks, because as above, so below. They're basically copycats or fake police in this realm. They're really trying to say, like, on the higher realms, those are the real intergalactic police that work for the Intergalactic Federation. And they're basically, we come here to bring righteousness to the land, because we came in and realized that there were beings here that were violating their jurisdiction. They came here on this plane and they started doing some crazy shit they wasn't supposed to be doing. And then we had to come and be like, all right, we got to set the record straight, because you're doing some foul shit here. And you're not supposed to be violating these jurisdictions. A lot of them been, trying to create racism and all of this other stuff. Like, it's a whole agenda, family. We're going to have to get into that. But that's the reason why there's different races, there's different blood types, bloodlines. But they talk about that in the book of Enoch, and we're about to jump into that too. Let me see, where we at? When you wear these symbols, you embody them. Yep. So where are we? I want to make sure that I have these points, and I want to make sure that we are flowing. Oh, boom. So look, these symbols, right? Basically, when you see certain symbols, remember, like, in ancient times, like, if you belong to a certain tribe, you would have like certain tribal marks. So when people saw these marks, they knew what family or what tribe you belonged to. You feel me? If you had a tattoo, if you had certain piercings, if you had certain like emblems that you wore, bones around your neck or whatever, people would know like, oh, you belong to this family. So that's the same thing with the intergalactic family. Remember, we came from the heavens and we came down and we taught the human beings all of this science, all of this occult wisdom, all of this stuff, the technology, we brought that here. So they worshipped us so much, so they started to wear the emblem so that when we came back, we would say, okay, this is our children here. You feel me? Because they still wear the symbol. But because the information was lost, a lot of y'all think that the Eye of Herod, all-seeing eye, the Ankh or whatever is evil and demonic, but they tricked you. Those people in power tricked you into thinking that your own emblems are evil, so you can run away from your own power. So when your galactic family do come, you won't even know what the hell's going on. You're going to be lost. You're not even going to have your emblems on you because they're not even going to be able to identify you. You're not vibrating in the frequency of your star family. Crazy. Let's go. So like the Ankh, for instance, like the Ankh was associated with the ancient Kemites. A lot of these symbols do come from ancient Kemet. Right? Like when you see the Ankh, you think of, oh, that's Egypt. Or when you see the trident, you think of, oh, that's the Hindus, the blue people, right? The ancient Egyptians, they said was came from the word Kemet, which means the black people. So a lot of them was like really dark, like dark black, like literally like black, like my shirt. Like they were black beings. Black beings. That's why if you look at like Ampu or Set, which was the like really, really, really old Neter, they were pitch black. You feel me? Like soot. So soot, Set, there's no coincidence that soot and Set sounds a lot alike. The trident represented the Hindus. You feel me? You always see the Hindu guys with the Shiva with the trident. Even Ganesh in the back, like he has the little trident thing on his forehead. Like I'm telling you guys. So when the gods come, they be like, okay, you wearing this emblem, you know what it means. That's why you guys gotta understand signs and symbols. It speaks to your spirit, even though the human mind may not be able to comprehend it. That's why they put signs and symbols on the dollar bill, and the Super Bowl commercials. You feel me? On the award shows. Blue, black. Yes, Jupiter Cosmic. Blue, black. So now we're going to get into the different royal bloodlines. Now you guys got to understand that in the Anunnaki and the aliens, like Area 51, the reason why they're doing this is because like there's going to be some big disclosure. A lot of people, a lot of aliens, a lot of spiritual beings are going to come. First of all, they're not going to make their big ass announcements to everybody because they already tried that and people always think that it's fake, or people always say, oh, that's a hoax. Like it's been how many years, consecutively there's been in California and LA, people have been seeing shit in the sky. In Mexico, people have been seeing shit in the sky. In New York, what was it, this year or last year, where there was that big ass blue light in the sky and they tried to say it was Con Edison. Like shit is crazy, yo. Like and people just don't believe it. Like that's why they're like, okay, well, obviously human beings don't believe in this anymore. If you guys watch Jupiter Ascending, the movie, which I love, he tries to tell them, they call humans that don't believe in anything terces. Like they call them like the lowest evolved beings because they honestly don't know that there's life outside of Earth. They're so oblivious. Like y'all gotta see Jupiter Ascending. Check out that movie. When I tell you, oh, it will open up your eyes, all your eyes, 2 eyes and 3rd eye. Okay, but there's the royal bloodline. There's the royal family. This is why I always call y'all divine royalty. A lot of us come from the royal bloodlines and we don't even know it. You feel me? A lot of us come from these ancient bloodlines. How do you think that the kings and queens were selected? They wasn't just randomly picked out of a crowd. No, the king and queen was believed to come from the descendant of the gods. They had God blood. So that's why you always hear about, this person slept with their mother or their sister or their cousin because they wanted to keep the blood pure. They knew that there was an abomination to mixing your bloodline or your blood type or different tribes with someone else's. That's why even in the book of Enoch, they talk about how it was blasphemy for the gods to mate with humans. That wasn't supposed to happen. And that's how you got the Nephilim. That's why you got certain beings here, certain humans that have these superhuman gifts. Shit is crazy. Whew. It's crazy. Because like this never was supposed to happen, but it did. Feel me? In the book of Enoch, it's the book that was taken out of the Bible. Check out the book of Enoch. He talks about how the sons of God made it with the daughters of men. It was blasphemy. They wasn't supposed to do that. Shit is crazy. So where are we? So that's why certain bloodlines, like you could tell like from what bloodline you come from, like knowing your blood type. Like those people who have like the O blood type, like O positive, O negative, like they could literally donate their blood to anybody because those are the originals. Anybody could take their blood. They are donors. Anybody. Feel me? How else will you be able to donate your blood to anybody unless that's the original? That means that everybody is receptible to it. You feel me? So O equals original. Right? They got the RH blood, they got the A and B blood. Like it's a different blood types, but it tells you a little hint about where you come from. Even though your astrology chart, your natal chart, tells you which star family you come from. Right? There's signs and symbols in it. They give you hints and clues. And they've been guiding you since day one. You just gotta pay attention to the signs. Now let me see. What haven't we touched yet? Oh, okay, this is a really good point. So remember how in history, like whenever the Crusades would come, they would kill the men, burn the village, and rape the women. Now, there's a reason why they raped the women. They didn't just rape the women because they just wanted to like have fun. They raped the women because they wanted to intermingle their blood with the divine royal bloodline. They wanted to mix their blood with the God's blood because they wanted to have immortality. You got to understand that there's certain bloodlines that were never supposed to mix. Never was supposed to happen. And it happened anyway. And that's why the guys was talking about in Sister Book of Enoch, certain bloodlines were not supposed to mix. And it was talking about what happened in history. You feel me? So they needed to blend in with the bloodline because the way that the earth is set up, the earth is like the human body, as above, so below. Whenever there's an invader in your body, what happens? Your body heats up, you get a fever, the body starts releasing the white blood cells to attack the invader, to purify whatever it is, whatever sickness inside of you. When there's a certain invader or a threat to earth, right, that's creating sickness and disease and killing and famine and all of this stuff, the earth is naturally going to try to purge it. So when these beings that were doing harm to the earth realized that their time was coming short, they tried to blend in with certain bloodlines, thinking that their offsprings would be safe because they're blending in with the indigenous ones of the land. So they thought that they would be safe. You get what I'm saying? But as we see, you feel me, a lot of things are being changed. People are being purged off the planet. The sun is heating up. Things is happening. But the Crusades definitely wanted to intermingle and mix blood with the divine children because they wanted to intermingle with the gods. They wanted the god blood. That's why when it came to royalty, they always had like arranged marriages. Like you wasn't just able to just go out and have sex with anybody and have babies. Like no, they had to sit down and plan who you was going to have a baby with, who you was going to, you feel me, like marry, what bloodline worked with what bloodline. I'm telling you guys, all of this, the blood types and all of that. That's why like people have like these blood diseases now, like sickle cell. There's all of these defects and stuff because certain bloodlines were never supposed to mix. Never was supposed to mix. And then they got immunizations too, these vaccinations that block your God DNA from activating. This is why y'all need to stop vaccinating your kids. And I'm telling you, like, they are increasing the number of vaccinations now because they want to keep your third eye shut. They want to keep your children from vibrating high. Yo, do you realize that the children that are coming into the world now are so evolved? Yo, these kids are freaking intelligent. They got 9-year-olds that's freaking like getting PhDs, yo. Graduating with PhDs, 9-year-olds. Like, these children are so advanced. They're talking at like freaking like 5 months. Like, yo, I have a homegirl, like her baby is freaking like counting, reading, and he's only 1 year old. Look at my cat. Sphinx is up in the building. What's up, Sphinxy? Want to come on live? You know, cats are the gateway keepers, right? Sphinx is confirming. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, like it's a whole type of different energy that's entering the planet. These new souls that's hitting the planet are different. They're way evolved. These kids are different. These kids are different. So anyway, let's get to these questions, family. Those are the downloads that I had for y'all. We touched upon a lot of different topics. The bloodlines, the different family trees, the different, like, the Anunnaki, the different, y'all got to check out the different star systems, the different star families, the Nauvoo, the Nomo, the Arcturians, the Palladians, the Andromedans. Like, they got so many different star families. It's crazy. The reptilians, the draconians. You got to know where you come from. Let's get to these questions. What's up? Um, Great question. Indica poppin'. How do you reverse vaccinations? Excellent question, my love. One way that you can reverse vaccinations is by taking what's that thing? Um, Black seed oil is really good for, like, cleansing yourself. Like, right now, I'm taking this thing called spirulina and chlorella, which is a good detox for, like, heavy metals and stuff like that. A lot of the vaccinations have, like, these heavy metals in it that really, like, just block your third eye. What's the name of that darn? It's like this dirt. I can't think of it right now. Bentonite clay. Bentonite clay is really good to help to remove the toxins from the vaccinations. You feel me? Activated charcoal. Yes, Empress Frequency. Activated charcoal. Yep, they cause allergies. The chemtrails cause allergies. Black seed oil, yes. And wearing things that raise your vibration too, like Oregon, wearing certain crystals. You feel me? Cleansing your blood, burdock root with certain herbs and stuff. Like, I'm gonna start doing videos like teaching you guys like certain stuff that cleanse your blood, because we gotta purify our blood and cleanse this stuff out. Yep, chemtrails contain aluminum, which is very harmful. Turpentine. Jamila, how does one go about finding where they come from? One way I would definitely recommend is after you purify and purge your body, tapping into those higher realms and asking it star families to reveal themselves to you. Now, if you don't know how to channel, then you could actually get a reputable channeler, or intergalactic channeler, because there's different type of channelers. There's some people who only have the ability to channel terrestrial beings, which means that those earthbound beings, like just other human beings, spirits of the dead. And then there's others who are intergalactic channelers, like such as myself. I can channel in higher realms intergalactically. So that's what I do. So if you want to get a reading with me, love, I have my link in the description if you're interested. And I think it is. I'll drop it down after this video is done. "98 Sway, you could cleanse your blood with burdock root, dandelion root, burdock root, yep. The Ankh, Angela Lara, the Ankh means life, immortality. Wearing Ankh gives you power. You got to activate these energies. You got to know what it means. You feel me? Eternity. It means that you will never die. And it's deeper than that. I'm going to do a video. Do I have a video on Ankh? I don't have a video on Ankh. But I'm going to definitely do it. But in short, it means life. Yes, Slim LP, I want you to be proud of me. I am now more determined to stay away from sugar. Listen, there's sugar. There's something called monk fruit. Check out monk fruit sugar. It tastes so good. And I use that now, like using monk fruit. If you don't like some people use agave, but monk fruit is really good. Monk fruit. Goddess of Cats 2020, how to prepare. Start doing the work now, boo-boo. Start doing the work now. Read the books that I told you. I have the links in the description. The Amazon link. Read those books. Start your mantras. Read my videos. So that way you can understand and know what you need to do. I have plenty of resources telling you how to upgrade your DNA, how to cleanse your body, how to purify yourself, how to raise your vibration. Yes, Jordan started also aids in removing mercury from the brain. And mercury is the main thing that causes autism and mental retardation. Yes, yes, Kamut is really good. They have kamut pastas if you don't like using the actual wheat and stuff. White stuff like white sugar, white bread. Stay away from that stuff, family. But also, just a disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor. This is for my own ass, right? So I would definitely say if you have like illnesses or you take medicines, talk to your doctor and see if you're able to like take a certain herb or a certain supplement with that medication. You feel me? Don't be out here trying to kill yourself. But no, if you're already taking stuff, see if you can mix. Nakia Declare Delancre, take raw cranberry juice for your kidneys. Dandelion root is also excellent. Yes, Brianna. What's up, Bree Bree? It's good for your kidneys. Your kidneys is very important. You cleanse your kidneys. That's why they always trying to attack your organs. They're always trying to attack your kidneys. Your stomach is also another brain. Country, drink water out of a copper cup and use a crystal to charge your water. Yes, very good. Copper is excellent. Copper is the best conductor of energy. This is why I wear mad copper. You guys always see me with my copper on. You feel me? Copper earrings. Like, I got my copper inside my shirt. Like, I got mad copper on. If you guys don't even see it. Like, copper everything. And if you guys have locks, if you could get the little copper spirals, put that in your hair. Like, it's definitely going to amplify your energy. Go outside, sit in the sun, and let that sunlight hit that copper jewelry. Hit that copper on your skin. Drink water out of a copper cup. And let that copper, let it sit on the sun, let it sit out in the sun for a few minutes. It charge up. Drink that water. You're going to be mad powerful. So yeah, family, if you want to know who your intergalactic family is, or your ancestors are, I do readings. And thank you everybody who came in and showed support and hit the thumbs up button. Ashe. Sodium chloride. So any questions before we go, family? About the Area 51, about aliens, about star systems, about anything we talked about. Monatomic gold is very good, Jamila. Very good. It'll open up your third eye. And it's really important that you guys, if you have constipation problems, you have to get that constipation out of you, because it's stopping you up and it's not allowing that energy to flow through you properly. You got to get your blood flowing. How can you be more lucid in your dreams? I would definitely recommend you you check out the Astral Dynamics by Robert Bruce. That's also the link in my Amazon link in my description. Yahweh Bridges. Yeah. Star Family is actually going to come and visit a lot of y'all within the next upcoming weeks, if they haven't started already, because that portal is opening on the autumn equinox, which is going to be on September 23rd, I believe. And the portals are going to be open. The intergalactic and interdimensional portals will be open. So if you want to do some scrying, divination, channeling, meditation, lucid dreaming, astral projecting, that would be the perfect time to do so. Get you some moldavite. Moldavite also helps you tap into your star family. That's why I always wear my moldavite. Ever since I've been wearing this moldavite every day, you feel me? Shout out to Comedic Decor. Like, I definitely been having super downloads, super strong, powerful channels. Like, y'all been seeing my videos. I've been channeling goddamn like all the time. Spirits just been coming. Angels been coming. The word, the messages, downloads just been coming. Easy, fast. Adventuring. Nakisha, if you have dreams about aliens coming to your house, 9 times out of 10, it's not a dream. I feel like it really happened. either, you know, on the astral realms, on the higher realms, or even in the physical realm, and they make you think that it's a dream. You'd be like, oh shit, that was a crazy dream. But you probably really did go up in a spaceship, or they probably really did visit you. And, you know, in the Men in Black, when they had the little flash thing and you forget, that shit is real. DMT and Goddess of Cat says, what do I think about DMT? DMT, psychedelics, psilocybin, mushrooms, stuff like that, to activate your third eye. It's good to activate your third eye, but what I will say is you don't want to get addicted to it. Some people get addicted to it. Like, you don't want to get addicted to anything. It's not to be your crutch. It's something to assist you and give you a boost, right? You can still activate your third eye and do all of this without DMT, without these external drugs. But some people use it because they may need it, or they want that extra kick. You feel me? Like, now it will accelerate you forward. Yes, goddess, they did do the flashing thing on Jupiter ascending. Yep. Deep breathing. Yes, deep breathing will help open your third eye and help with your channels. Shadow people are real. Yes, DB Cooper, they are very real. Shadow people, a lot of us glimpse them. They linger in between dimensions. You can feel them, you can see them, you see glimpses of them. And shadow people are not necessarily always evil, but shadow people are just pretty much beings like in between dimensions. Or sometimes you get a glimpse of them, like a shadow, or, you know, an essence of them passing by or passing through. Um, Yahe, what necklace? Which one? The Ankh? This is the Ankh. This is the some people call it the Star of Davis, Metatron's cube. Um, it's for protection. This is Oregon. So this keeps off the EMF waves. Low vibrational frequency waves, like the 5G towers. Y'all guys been noticing those 5G towers being built up, right? Like, they're killing birds, it's killing trees, it's lowering our vibration, it's killing people. What it does is it literally like fucks up your genetic makeup. And remember what I told you about genetics in our blood and the DNA activation. They know what's happening, so they're using these 5G towers to throw us off, to make us crazy, to make us want to fight, to make us feel depressed, to make us feel suicidal, to make us not activate our true God powers. But I'm telling you, like, they doing everything that they are panicking right now because they're losing power. So they're doing everything in their ability. They are trying, but it's too late. Like, we already woke. Once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. Get y'all some Oregon, black tourmaline, shungite. Shungite. And share this video, family, because we gotta, like, sharing is caring. We gotta let our family, our other star family, know what's going down. A lot of us are still sleeping. A lot of us need to wake up, because I'm telling you guys, like, the portals are open now. You wanna use this energy, this time, to definitely tap into those higher beings. You don't want to waste this time. I hope they don't glitch my shit. Black tourmaline is incredibly potent. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Brianna. Yep, we getting our powers back. That's why y'all seen all of these superhero movies now, talking about aliens and superheroes and intergalactic beings and time travel. Yo, you guys gotta watch Time Trap. Watch Time Trap on Netflix. Amazing movie. Amazing. They are talking about the inner earth. They're talking about Agartha. There is basically a city. If you go over the North Pole, that's why, like, when you go to the North Pole, you can't fly over the North Pole. Like, there's certain rules and stuff. Like, they got cut off zones where you can't go, because, like, there's literally, the earth is hollow. Like, there's a hole in the earth where you can go into, and it's a whole entire city. Like, whew, y'all gotta check it out. Y'all gotta do research on Agartha, the inner city, the inner earth. Time Trap. And time there is different from time here on the surface world. Like, literally 5 minutes here on earth, in the surface world, because it's still Earth there. But 5 minutes here on the surface world is probably, no, 5 minutes in Agartha is like probably like 5 years or 50 years, and up here, like their time is different. So that's the Fountain of Youth. I don't want to give it away for y'all. It's a really good movie called Time Trap on Netflix. Doctor Strange was a good movie, yes. Area 51 can make pantyhose that never snag, tear, even help your blood flow. Gary Skaggs, what is you talking about? Oh my God. Yes, Ray Supreme. I know about Agartha. He said I'm on another level. Listen, I'm telling you, a lot of people ain't talking about this stuff on YouTube, but it's time that we start talking about this. It's time that we start having these conversations. Like, I know that a lot of y'all probably been feeling like you don't have friends or nobody that you could talk to about this stuff, but this is why we here, family. This is a family here. We got a divine royal family, and this is why we got to start having these conversations with each other. We got to start uniting. We got to stop procrastinating and start doing what we need to do. Like the time is now. You got to answer the call, or you're gonna get left behind. Aw, thank you, Brianna. CQ is a great friend. Aw, you got me blushing over here. You got me blushing. When they go to Area 51, they're gonna see a bunch of black people having a cookout. I'm done. Yo, all I know is Area 51. Nothing was happening over there. Like, I tuned into the live and I was waiting for like something to pop off. Nothing happened. Nobody got shot. It did reach the news, mainstream news. No coincidence, right? It's a reason why it did. They was basically talking about like these two kids from Russia or somewhere, some two students or whatever got caught and they getting deported or something, or they got in trouble. I don't know, but they sound like the agents to me. Whenever they got people talking on, they probably MK Ultra victims, and they don't know. They probably under mind control for all I know, because they look like they was out of it. They look like they was confused. I'm like, yeah, they under MK Ultra. Something's not right. Something's not right. And off topic, but a lot of people are MK Ultra victims and don't even know it. Like, they probably injected you since you was a baby, or injected your mother when you was in her womb, to put these little nanobots inside of you. So when you hear certain frequencies or hear those little like high pitched frequency noises in your ear, that's them like literally trying to like tune into your mind, or like it's like certain chimes. Like, what's that movie called, Get Out, when he heard the T thing and he automatically like froze up. Like, it's kind of like that. It's like it's hypnotic suggestion when you see certain colors or certain flashes or certain noises in your ear and ringing in your ear, and it does something to you, where it's like they're trying to like tune into your frequency or control you. But not all of the time when you hear the frequency is negative, because sometimes when you hear those ringing in the ear, it could be your spirit star family trying to contact you. Like, they're literally giving you a ring. You feel me? Like, your ears are ringing, so they're telling you, hello, pick up, we're trying to tell you something. So when you hear that, stop what you're doing, get a pen, paper, write down whatever channels are coming to you, and also have discernment. So when you learn the frequency, like sometimes the high frequency pitches are not always bad. Sometimes it could be tricksters, but you gotta learn how to discern. You gotta learn how to discern. And there's ways and methods, but we probably gonna talk about that in another video or in the classes that we're gonna have later. Emerald tablets talk about it too. When you hear the bell or the frequency noises, Jehudi tells you how to avoid it. You feel me? How to travel through the different realms and stuff, the corners. That's why they always say spirits hide in corners. But yeah, Billy Carson is another one who talks about the Anunnaki and the aliens and stuff. How do you channel aliens? There is no deities for them. Well, you got to understand what deities are. You got to understand that these people call these aliens gods because they were so far advanced that they literally were gods to primitive human beings. They called us gods because we knew alchemy, science. We knew how to heal. We knew how to cure diseases. Like imagine being in a civilization where, like, you know nothing, and then these people come, and they know how to live long years, and they come and cure you, and they teach you all of this stuff. And like, let's say you never knew, like, let's say if you go like 100 years in the past to get a time machine, and you tell people that there's like a way to talk on a phone, and talk to somebody millions of miles away, like, they're gonna think that you're crazy. But if you show them that, look, I got a cell phone, they're gonna be like, yo, shit, that's magic. Like, where you come from? You must be a god. So remember that movie Black Knight with Martin Lawrence? Y'all gotta see that. Like, when he came from the future, he went in the past, and he was telling them, they thought he was they kept calling him Moor. The Moor, because the Moors were known to have really dark skin, and they brought like Moorish science or the occult science with them. Like, it's a whole story all night. When y'all get a chance, check out the Moors. Research the Moors. Moors. The Moors. The Moorish science. I studied in the Moorish science temple for a little while, and I learned some shit. Let's see. Yep, doctors would seem like gods to people deep in the jungle. It's all relative. Yep, the law of relativity. The Moorish society. What's up, Shadow? Black Knight. It was a good movie, yes. Martin Lawrence was so funny. But clones. Whew. There's so much stuff I want to talk about. But we covered some of the questions that's coming in. We already answered during the live. So when you get a chance, when this video posts, if it posts, hopes it posts, and there's no glitches, I hope you guys are taking notes just in case it doesn't post back up, because they have been taking some of my videos down and messing with the glitching with my stuff. But share this with a friend. If you haven't already, thumbs it up, because they do mess with my algorithm so that people won't be able to see my videos, mess with the view count and stuff. Like, they do this so that other people won't see it, get this information. So just like just share, because every share does count, and it does help, and it does enlighten our other star family. Because when more people know what's happening, more lights are being ignited, more people are waking up, more gods are waking up. Like, the earth is lighting up and waking up, and we're coming closer to the golden age, the new dawn, the new age, the new golden dawn. But anyway, family, I'm going to go now. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I definitely hope that this live has taught you something new, elevated you, or helped change your mind in some way and got you thinking. But don't just stop here. Make sure that you check out the links in the description, the Amazon link, so you can check out the book list. Start getting these books. Start educating yourself. Start knowing what's happening. Do research. Watch this video again and take notes if you haven't, and research the stuff that we're talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't understand certain terms, certain words, check it out. Research, get a dictionary, learn. Don't stop learning, because that is how you educate yourself. That's how you activate your DNA. That's how you evolve, by learning. But anyway, follow me on Instagram when I'm not live here. A lot of the times I post things on my Instagram live in my stories. My Instagram name is I am Conjure Queen. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this with a friend. Drop your comments and questions in the comment section if you have any questions that I haven't gotten to in a live. And that's pretty much it. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful night or a beautiful morning, depending on where you are in the world. And stay strong. Keep your vibrations high. And we're going to beat this fucking enemy. You feel me? We got this. We already winning. Times is changing, and the gods are here. Divine royalties in a building. You feel me? So until next time, I love you, family. Kaja Queen signing out. Peace.